The gift of blood is the gift of life. Hi friends, this video is on blood grouping and coagulation. How can we determine our blood groups? Basically, there are two major blood grouping systems, the ABO grouping and the RH grouping. First of all, we will see the ABO system. But before moving on further, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates. So it is based on the two surface antigens, that is the A and the B, present on the RBCs, and also the other two neutral antibodies that are present in the plasma, and they are the anti-A and anti-B. So these two forms the blood groups. So the main concept behind this is the RBCs have two types of surface antigens, that is the A and B, which determine the blood group. And we also know that the plasma is also a constituent of the blood. This plasma contains the antibodies, that is the anti-A and the anti-B. As you can see now in the picture, the Y-shaped antibodies as the immune system or immune body that protect us from the foreign objects or the organisms. Here, the whole table of the major blood groups is given here. So let us look at it in more detail. Blood group A. Here, the RBCs have the antigen A on the surface, and in the plasma, they have the anti-B antibodies in them. It's antigen A and anti-B antibody. So for the blood group B, we have antigen on the surface of the RBCs and anti-A antibody in the plasma. Blood group AB has the antigen B and antigen A on the surface of the RBC, and no, the anti-A antibody is not present here, so no antibodies are present in this blood group. Antigens and no antibodies. For the blood group O, we can see that there are no antigens present on the surface of the RBC, but in the plasma we have anti-A antibody and anti-B antibodies. Before we define the whole blood group, there is the factor called as the RH factor that is present in the blood groups. So, in 1937, Karl Landsteiner discovered another antigen, the antigen that was similar to the one present in the Rhesus monkeys. So, this Rhesus monkey revolutionized the blood transfusion and the organ transplantation. So, the RBCs with the RH factor are positive and without them are the negative. So in the blood, if there is RH positive RBC and if we transfuse wrong blood and the RH negative blood RBC comes inside, then of course the RH positive RBC have the specific antibodies against these RH antigens and they destroy these RBCs. In ancient times, it was said that a male with a RH positive blood group In ancient times, it was said that a male with RH positive blood group should not marry a female with a RH negative blood group. The reason behind this is that when the female gets impregnated by the RH positive male and carry an RH positive fetus, during the first pregnancy, the mother is RH negative, but the fetus is RH positive. So, the fetal RH positive red blood cells enter maternal circulation, and during the delivery of the first pregnancy, some of the fetal RH positive blood crosses the placenta and enters the mother's circulation. If this occurs, then antibodies are formed in the maternal circulation against the fetal blood because it is a foreign body. For the mother, as it contains RH factor that is absent in the blood of the mother, and this causes the mother to be sensitized by the first baby. If the same woman has a subsequent pregnancy with RH positive baby, then the anti-RH antibodies that were formed by the mother's reaction move from the mother's circulation and cross the placenta into the second fetus's circulation. These antibodies attack the fetus's red blood cells, which causes agglutination and hemolysis that leads to erythroblastosis fetalis. Eventually, this erythroblastosis fetalis can be prevented by the administration of drugs called as ROGAM that was seen in the picture. This drug is given after the first delivery, which prevents the RH negative mother from forming anti-RH antibodies and attacking baby's RH positive blood. Then the ROGAM attaches with any fetal red blood cells that may have crossed in the maternal circulation and causes them to be removed from the maternal circulation before the mother's anti-Rh antibodies can become sensitized. So, the ROGAM prevents the erythroblastosis fetalis of the second child. So, if we summarize this all, we can say that the anti-Rh antibodies can attack the second child if it is not immunized. This could be fatal to the fetus, leading to severe anemia and neonatal jaundice. This leads to other fatalities as shown. From these concepts, we learn that during blood transfusion, any blood could not be used, as the donor recipient blood should be matched to avoid agglutination of the RBCs or the destruction of the RBCs. So in this slide you can see the ORH positive blood, and this blood group doesn't have any antigens on the surface of its RBC. So when mixed with A blood group, agglutination is absent. Similar to the A blood group, when O blood group is mixed with the B blood group, there is no agglutination because the antigens are absent on the surface of the RBCs of the O blood group. So the agglutination is overall absent in the A blood group also, and also we can say that it is absent in the B blood group also. But an agglutination is observed when this ORH positive blood is mixed with the RH negative blood, because we have come across the RH grouping concept. So this RH positive and RH negative, they both are mismatched, and due to this the RH positive and RH negative, they both do not combine and form agglutination. So with this tests we can also know that the RH negative blood was there, and due to this the clumping occurred and the blood in this slide is AB negative. Initially there were so many deaths due to wrong blood transfusions. These are some of the reports that really shocked the world and made us think that what an evolution have we reached till now. So now we enter into the blood clotting. A wound heals itself in around 30 to 33 days. But what's the process behind this? So the inactive fibrinogens get converted into a network of threads by the enzyme thrombin. Thrombin is formed from the other inactive substance called as prothrombin, and this network of threads get converted into fibrins which entrap the dead and damaged form elements, ultimately forming a clot or coagulum. And for all these processes, there are a number of factors which are in an inactive state, and when they get activated, then they activate the mechanism of coagulation. So here we see that fibrinogen is present in the blood, and when there is a wound or a tear to the vessel wall, then the platelets and the thrombin get attached to the vessel wall and they form a clot-like structure. You can see the fibrin fibers are formed and the thrombin is bound to the fibrin, and ultimately all this leads to the platelet leukocyte aggregate. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Like the video, subscribe to the Dr. Great channel and show your support to me, and share this video to everyone as much as possible. And if you have any suggestions, please put that down in the comment sections below.